Another change in lifestyle in Hong Kong is the decrease in physical activity, which is caused by three major factors. First is the long working hours in Hong Kong. The survey showed that over 60% Hong Kong citizens work average 44 hours a week, and 35% work over 50 hours, with about 5% work over 75 hours, which means they are spending nearly half of their day just on their job every day. Such a long working hour makes many people would rather staying at home to have rest than going out for exercise. Next is the lack of sport facilities in Hong Kong. There are 104 sports centers in Hong Kong, but each only have around the size of 2 basketball full courts as multipurpose area. So it is very difficult for people to book a venue for playing sports, especially for those who are playing basketball or volleyball. It's just one booking of badminton court would make a whole basketball court unavailable. The last one is the COVID-19 pandemic. During the difficult times, all of the sport facilities in Hong Kong were closed, and also many regulations applied to outdoor activities, which further reduced people's will to exercise.
Hello everyone. Next, I'm going to share the changes of food intake habits with you. We have found that there are three major changes of food intake habits in Hong Kong. First, there is an increase in plant-based food consumption. Before, Hong Kong people tend to consume more meat, and now they consume more plant-based food. The reason for this change is mainly because of a high concern about the environmental problem. The above change can reduce the greenhouse gas emission. Besides, there is an increase in consumption of low sugar and low sodium food. Obesity, diabetes, and hypertension have been more common in Hong Kong. Most people may have family medical history of this chronic disease, so they will pay extra attention to their diet habits to reduce the risk of getting the disease. Finally, there is an increase in functional food and supplement consumption. It is mainly because of the changes of attitude towards the role of food. Before, people see food as a source of energy, and eating is mainly for survival. Currently, people have a higher awareness of the relationship between food intake and health, and food is also a source of nutrition for them. Hence, they may consume more functional food and supplement to get more nutrition and maintain health.
Next, I'll be talking about the link between lifestyle changes and obesity. Obesity is a net imbalance of energy output and input, as in there's more energy kept in than exerted, and this is due to overeating or lack of physical activity. Long working hours and sitting jobs further increase lack of physical activity, and also the preference for unhealthy foods that are high in sugar and fat and salt also increases the energy that is being taken in, as these foods are densely packed with energy. Obesity is also accompanied by diabetes and hypertension. Diabetes is more likely to occur in people who are obese and overweight, and obesity and hypertension both occur due to high salt intakes, so they can present together too. Obesity can be reduced or prevented. Since long working hours and sitting jobs lower physical activity, and the lack of space of sports facilities and just a simple amount of sports facilities can also deter people from exercise. To combat this, we can schedule and develop exercise habits, fidget and walk around in our own workspace or study space to increase daily physical activity, and also take public transport to increase our walking time. Moreover, we should also eat low salt, low saturated and trans fat foods, and also low sugar foods to decrease the amount of energy taking in. Moreover, we should incorporate spices into our meals or daily life through supplements, that as these spices also increase our metabolism rate, which burns fat more. Also, unhealthy gut microbiomes have been linked to inflammation and weight gain. Therefore, we should ensure a healthy gut microbiome through the use of fermented foods in our diet, or prebiotic and probiotic foods, and also probiotic supplements throughout the day. That's the one.